The highest activity a human being can attain is learning for understanding, because to understand is to be free. The more you struggle to live, the less you live. Give up the notion that you must be sure of what you are doing. Instead, surrender to what is real within you, for that alone is sure. You are above everything distressing. I do not know how to teach philosophy without becoming a disturber of the peace. I have made a ceaseless effort not to ridicule, not to bewail, not to scorn human actions, but to understand them. The more clearly you understand yourself and your emotions, the more you become a lover of what is. Peace is not the absence of war. It is a virtue, a state of mind, a disposition of benevolence, confidence, justice. Do not weep. Do not wax indignant. Understand. When a man is prey to his emotions, he is not his own master. What Paul says about Peter tells us more about Paul than about Peter. Be not astonished at new ideas, for it is well known to you that a thing does not therefore cease to be true, because it is not accepted by many. I would warn you that I do not attribute to nature either beauty or deformity, order or confusion. Only in relation to our imagination can things be called beautiful or ugly, well-ordered or confused. Emotion, which is suffering, ceases to be suffering as soon as we form a clear and precise picture of it. Insofar as the mind sees things in their eternal aspect, it participates in eternity. There is no hope unmingled with fear, and no fear unmingled with hope. The endeavor to understand is the first and only basis of virtue. Pride is pleasure arising from a man's thinking too highly of himself. A free man thinks of nothing less than of death, and his wisdom is a meditation, not on death, but on life. Happiness is not the reward of virtue, but is virtue itself, nor do we delight in happiness because we restrain from our lusts, but on the contrary, because we delight in it, therefore we are able to restrain them. In practical life, we are compelled to follow what is most probable. In speculative thought, we are compelled to follow truth. Minds, however, are conquered not by arms, but by love and nobility. We feel and experience ourselves to be eternal. None are more taken in by flattery than the proud, who wish to be the first and are not. It is the part of a wise man, I say, to refresh and restore himself in moderation with pleasant food and drink, with sense, with the beauty of green plants, with decoration, music, sports, the theater, and other things of this kind, which anyone can use without injury to another. Hatred is increased by being reciprocated, and can on the other hand be destroyed by love. Hatred, which is completely vanquished by love, passes into love, and love is thereupon greater than hatred had not preceded it. Men are mistaken in thinking themselves free. Their opinion is made up of consciousness of their own actions and ignorance of the causes by which they are determined. The ultimate aim of government is not to rule or restrain by fear, nor to exact obedience, but to free every man from fear that he may live in all possible security. In fact, the true aim of government is liberty. Everyone endeavors as much as possible to make others love what he loves, and to hate what he hates. This effort to make everyone approve what we love or hate is in truth ambition, and so we see that each person by nature desires that other person should live according to his way of thinking. The mind of God is all the mentality that is scattered over space and time, the diffused consciousness that animates the world. Nothing in nature is random. A thing appears random only through the incompleteness of our knowledge.